Caribbean Connections TV.
Okay. I'm here with the legendary Alston Becket Cyrus. Welcome to Caribbean Connections.
Thank you, Nicole. It's nice to be with you.
It's nice to interview you again. It's been a long time.
True, quite a while.
Well, we seen each other in Layu, in St. Vincent.
Back in SVG.
Yes. You're here for the legends of Vincy Soca, and you'll be sharing the stage with other legends like Winston Sosa and Scorcher. What does that feel like?
Good, we always have some wonderful reunions in Canada here. So the last time we worked together about a month ago, wasn't just the three of us, but quite a few Vincy artists. But the last time we worked together as a trio was in Canada here. We did a show in Toronto and we went up, the same schedule, went up to Montreal the next day for a show. It was for benefit for St. Vincent, for one of those hurricane disasters they had, and we came in and did a benefit. Posa was on the bill that time too, so four of us. Yeah, so it's always great, we're very good friends. One thing about the Vincy Calypsonians, we all get along. There's no animosity between the old and the young and who win and who lost, There's a true love among all Vincentian Calypsonians.
Okay, Calypso Soca, your passion. But a lot of people don't know that you had a first passion, which is the steel pan. Were you any good?
Well, I was a pretty good double second player. I was very lively on the pan, yeah. It's a dance all over the pan, yeah. Dance more playing pan than in Calypso.
Yeah?
I was a very active kid. They used to throw money on my pan.
Oh, that's amazing.
A lot of money on the stage when I sing now.
So that really encouraged you, huh?
Yeah, I really had loved pan. Pan was my first love. I thought I could have gone all over the world playing pan because I grew up going to the pan yard and to the fetes. I used to go to the fetes with my uncle Francis. From as early as I had sense, from about 4 years, I remember I had this little play suit. They used to call it a play suit then, which was like what they call farmer brown now.
Yes.
But it was a short pants. I had a yellow play suit and I go to all the dances in my yellow play suit.
Do you have any photos of that? I'm sure I can ask the family for that. Is there?
They had photos in them days,
I have some photos of you when you were younger, Yeah. I got her from Ishmael, I think.
Well, I got to share those. You got to show me those.
You have to pay me for those.
Wow.
I'll put it on the show. Is that okay?
Back then, we had to depend on the memory. Yeah, the photo memory, not the photographs.
I'll let you see them first. Okay, you I think in 1972 joined the U.S. Army.
Yes, I did 2 years there, 72 to 74.
What was that like being in the Army?
It was a great experience. Actually, in the Army, I really became independent. I learned to do my own things, go wash my own clothes, make up your bed.
Okay.
All the things I learned from the Army, I practice them till this day. The only thing I didn't learn to do there was cook. Your first duty was KP. You wash, go and wash dishes and they call your kitchen police. So I did a lot of that.
Was that the time when you actually found your passion for Calypso Soca? Was it around then?
Well, actually, a lot of the KP workers had basic training.
Okay.
But as I got to advanced training, I started going to the service club, play a little guitar and stuff. By the time I got to Hawaii on my assignment, it's in Hawaii, I decided to make Calypso a full-time career because I loved it. We used to get up, pack the plane, fly to an island called Johnston Island. 4 hours flight, we get the unpack, set up, song check, eat dinner, relax, go back, do the show, break down the band, pack the plane and back to Hawaii. We'll be back in Hawaii by 3 o'clock in the 3.
That sounds exciting.
Very, very. So I say I love this business, show business. Yeah.
Amazing. That sounds exciting. And so you have like over 21 albums, numerous hits. What has that journey been like? And if you had to do it over again, would you change anything?
Well, for the length of years, I know the older guys had a lot of many more albums than I did but to me, I like to do quality work and I never really, if I missed a carnival, it never bothered me. Okay. And I never I made one sacrifice early just to get the Casablanca album. I love carnival so much that I tell the guy just release the material so I could get it out for carnival. After that, I took my time and whether I missed carnival or not, it hurts, eh? Yes. But the business part of it, if you try to rush every carnival and do everything, it doesn't work out that well. When you take your time and dedicate yourself to writing the songs, make sure when the song is finished that you're happy with it as an end product. And I've done a lot of that. I'm happy about that. So I have quality work as opposed to quantity. And that's the type of person I've been.
Very good, very good. In 1991, the Caribbean Music Awards, you performed at the Apollo. What was the atmosphere like? Because I saw the footage and you looked relaxed, in control, like you're having fun. What was the atmosphere like that evening?
Well, it was great. I had a big song and I had a band that played my style, and I had a big fight to get the band because everyone else on that show they sang with tracks, and tracks may look good when you look at it on video, but for an audience you have over 3,000 people sit down, want to be entertained, and they have to stop every minute, get the track right, and the guy. So when I hit the stage, everybody was so, so in love with Tease, and then they were waiting for that live momentum, So, and the band Rebels, they knew the songs upside down, so we just knock people out. And once I have a good band, I perform well, and it's one of my better performances.
Yes, I really enjoyed it.
Yes,
I
thanks.
didn't even know you can dance so well.
Well, once the music good, I dance, yeah.
Now I know where I get it from, huh?
Okay.
Okay, you are a great songwriter. Where do you get the influence, or what inspires you for your lyrics? Some of your lyrics, is it in a dream? Is it life?
Well, I dreamt a few songs like Big Fly. I dreamt Big Fly. I dreamt Coco. I got up, wrote Coco in about 15 minutes. The entire song I got up, taped the idea I had from Big Fly, the little piece of the verse and piece of the chorus, and I wrote it later. But when I'm writing, and I tend to dream songs. But most of my ideas come from people. I listen to people all the time on the bus. Something having a conversation with a friend, and up to last night at dinner, somebody said something, and I said that's a wonderful title for a song, and that's how it starts. So I have that title in my head, and I would go and develop, build an idea around it.
Okay, on that note, I'm curious, who or what influenced the song Teaser and Gala Rush Me?
Teaser came from the second verse. Actually, I'm a girl watcher. And the second verse, I know you watch girls walking in the street, and you see that they pass you, and I would look back to see what they look like from behind. They look good in the face, and sometimes you clash. They looking back too, and sometimes you call out to them, and they know you're watching them, and some of them would say thank you, but most of them would push them out when you try to say hello or try to tell them they look good. So it came from girl watching.
Okay.
So you get sometimes you get an idea. Your original idea is from verse 3, of might be just the tag, but when you start researching and stuff, you have to build a story around from where the original idea came from. So teaser came from verse 2. Sometimes I see you on the street, and that's a true experience, because I am really my great hobby is girl. I love to watch beautiful women. Yes.
Okay, so I guess Gala Rush Me is when they all start rushing you too.
Well, Gala Rush Me really was. I was in St. Vincent writing the teaser album, and they had this slang going in the whole of St. Vincent had the slang Gala Rush Me and Haga Rush, and I felt it was a good idea. So I had this old melody chorus from before, and I finished writing most of the material, and I was comfortable, and I said, but I should capitalize on this idea here with this Gala Rush Me. And the time I finished putting the song together, everyone fell in love with it, and the whole idea to use some models in St. Vincent and go with the whole thing just happened right there and then. It was an old melody. The chorus was an old idea for the melody, so I just changed around the words, create a verse melody, and went with the story. It was really happening. It was a true thing happening. I'm very good at true events. It's very easy. If I see something happen, I can put a song to it.
Who inspired you growing up?
Well, I grew up in Sparrow. I'm a Sparrow, Nat King Cole, Frankie McIntosh, all the bands in St. Vincent. I used to go to the bands. As a guy, one of my great influences was a guy from Barley called Dooch. He was my idol as a pan player. I never heard anybody play a pan as sweet as him. Till now, he was a great guy. And I would think he would be, like I said, I came out of the pan movement. So he was the first guy that really got me into loving Calypso. He playing pan. So I would say Dooch, Sparrow, Nat King Cole, and you go on from there and then. But in life, later on, as I got to perform and meet all these different artists, I started to tend to respect and love. And back then, I love a lot of Calypso. Once it was a good song. Some like Duke, Monkey No Watch You to Climb, grew up on that. Power. Power was one of the guy who made Calypsos all year long, and I sort of admired him for that. It was not only at carnival time. So I used to just go up into the radio and listen to all songs and love all songs. But as a little guy, even before I started singing, it was Sparrow. And I used to sing since I married Dorothy, my grandmother's name is Dorothy, so I used to trouble her, and sing a little Sparrow song for her. And she'd say, "You ain't tired sing Quilby?" Yeah, so Yeah, that's
Precious. Your mother just celebrated her birthday recently, right?
yeah. And my mom had a stroke, you know.
Yes, I know.
Right, so she had 4 strokes, and she's at home getting comfort care, doing well, bedridden and can't speak, but she's a fighter. The doctors, according to the doctor, she should have been dead already. So she defying all the odds. But she celebrated her 78th birthday last week, Sunday, the 19th of October, 78. That's a long life.
That's a long, beautiful life. Give her my love.